7 and 15. Because of false prophets, beware false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are raving wolves. But I didn't know what that means. So I opened up the Bible. And the Bible in 1 Peter 5 and 8 says, Peter 5 and 8, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about. Walketh about where? I don't know. But all I know is he's seeking whom he may devour. This is her story. Mom and Daddy getting ready to go to the cabaret, y'all. So they all dressed up, fresh to death. But they gave a teenage boy a 40-ounce bottle and a 7-year-old girl. That was like giving a mental person a gun with bullets. Bye, Mommy. Bye, Daddy. See you later. Have fun. But as the door closes, she's nervous in the inside. Something seems, a little out of place, out of whack. That night she watched TV, but still was a little nervous. That night, in TV premiere, Tupac's Brenda was having a baby. So as she sat and watched a young lady on a video get molested by her father, never would she had a thought she would have been put in that same predicament that night. A drunken teenage boy, as he lays down, and he's hungry for a flower. But only flower that was around him was the one that he was supposed to be protecting. Kiss on her cheek. A kiss on her cheek felt like needles to her face. As he surely grabs her, she screams. She becomes lifeless, emotionless. This young girl flowered. This young girl's flower. Her petals ripped away unwillingly, one by one. A 7-year-old girl who petals off a flower that was put in the glass that was supposed to have never been touched, being plucked, one by one. But not did he do it just once.
Jesus.
But he did it twice. Plucking their flowers. So this girl, as she grew up, she became cold, bitter, angry, cold-hearted. She said, well, if they hurt me, I hurt them. So growing up with her, she kicked it with her family and friends. Her adversary was somebody that she knew. Learning the tricks, the trades, watching them as they preyed on other females. She learned their game. So she said, hey, one day, I'm going to play that game. But I'm going to play it better, she told herself. As she grew up, she rounded out and perked up just right, just for their picking. So her first contestant in her game, she took another color flower, willingly letting him pick those flowers, just picking them. But he didn't measure up to what she was looking for, so she let him loose. The second and third contestant, let's say flowers again. She was just letting him pick them, giving them away. But see, they didn't measure up to that game either. So her fourth contestant, she gave him flowers. She liked that flower, but that flower that she was giving him, she liked it. She said, he didn't belong to me. So she threw him back in the pond as he was a fish. Because that's all she was doing, was just fishing for her contestants. Until one day she ran across the right one. This right one played the same games as she played. They played them back and forth, tit for tat, yeah. She was throwing the petals like they was money. But one day, unspeakably, he stole a petal. How can you steal a petal that you've given away? But yeah, he stole a petal. So she said time out for that. And she threw him back to the game. Tired of throwing petals and tired of chasing contestants. She came to the altar and said, God, I'm done. I'm done being bitter. God, I'm done being resentful. God, I'm tired of this. God, I'm tired of me. So, hey, she just kept throwing the petals. Because that's all she knew. Hurt and bitterness. So one day, the person that she laughed and looked at and over-talked and overseen, he asked her a question. He asked her a question that would drive her away from being bitter and angry. But long they came together. But her mindset wasn't even changed. They wed, but her mindset hadn't even changed. So she took into that marriage, bitter, anger, hurtness. He hurt me, so I hurt you. You play me, so I play you. The fights, the arguments, the fights, the arguments, the fights, the arguments, the bitter, the fights, the breakups, divorce, that's all she heard. But the prayers, can we all say the prayers?
The prayers.
The prayers and the prayers, the tears, the prayers, the altar, the tears, the prayers, the altar, the tears, the prayer, the altars. Then there was breakthrough.
Wow.
Then there was deliverance. No longer was she throwing her petals around like they was cash. No longer was she giving up her petals to any and everybody. She left that petals to that one person.
All right now.
That one person that she wed. Even though they perfect? Nah, they wasn't perfect. They were normal. Did they have their problems? Yeah, they had their problems. And, you know, it's funny, because some people who sit in here quietly can relate to the little girl's story. So, how people looking like, who's the little girl? Who's that little girl? I wanted to know who's that little girl. But ultimately, that little girl was me. Can we say real lives?
Real lives.
Can we say real stories?
Real stories.
Can we say real women?
Real women.
From victor to victory.
Amen.